See if I can do this on my phone, which is
I
always.
was gonna say you got to try to figure that one out. That's hysterical. But all right, we'll give everyone a second to join here. I didn't really promo this at all, so we'll see. We'll see who shows up for this one. All right, just tweeted it out. You guys good to go here?
Yep.
Betsky, the Betsky on the hotel Wi-Fi. All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome into another episode of Expected Bets. For little unpreviewed episode we got today. Hopped on late here. Betsky's world traveler over here. Enjoying the sun. Where are you? Chicago?
Atlanta.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
You scouted out
just got it.
The new Thrashers location. Any
Atlanta.
Yeah. 2.0, right? So we haven't even checked into the hotel yet.
Just enjoying life. Why not?
Joining Yingling on the balcony, and what better way to enjoy it than talk some hockey?
Hell yeah.
Love it. Franco, how you doing out there in Philly?
Great, man. I wish I was in Atlanta. That sounds like a fun time right now. So
this is my first time. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, it really is. I think mainly just there for the airport, the connecting flights. I don't think I've really explored Atlanta that much, to be honest. So, but all right, we'll just hop right into the games in this one. Boston, Florida. Boston takes game one. Can't say really any of us saw that coming. Behind an incredible performance from Swayman here. Betsky, have you locked in any of your plays today, or what are you looking at for Boston, Florida?
I got a little same game. It's pretty chalky.
He's cutting out here. Franco, you got him or no?
No, he's cut out.
No, he's cut out. All right, Franco, I'll toss it to you then. What do you got? Or Betsky, you back?
He's back.
Yeah,
he's back.
Maybe.
All right.
I don't think I can roll to a different app, so
no worries.
I kind of like the chalk again. I want to go right back to Chuck. I don't think his shots is anything to worry about tonight. Great history against Boston at home on top of it, and right now, I mean, he's like the guy. Getting Barkov assist at -110 again. I'm just going to keep on rolling that if he's going to be on the line with Verhage and Tkachuk. There's just no reason not to. So he cashed in game one on their lone goal. Again, getting anything Barkov related at almost plus money is insane. I mean, his shots are worse than his assists right now. It's just wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no, I like Florida a lot tonight too, and I was talking with Franco about this. The only concern of taking, let's say, Florida money line, obviously a little bit steeper than we kind of want to bet in this one, or Florida and Bragg, is you're going to get kind of that same scenario with Carolina, New York, where Shesterkin just stands on his head, and in this case, Swayman just kind of plays out of his mind, and Boston wins 2 games on the road to start here. So that's my only concern there, but I love the shots angle. Again, going to go back to Reinhart too. Why not? He's been an absolute stud at home. You get him for plus money again tonight, which is just incredible. So there's no reason for me to lay off Tkachuk or Reinhart in this matchup. So that's kind of what I have. Franco, what are you looking at in Boston, Florida?
I like both those shot props. I'll probably be I'll probably be on both of them, to be honest with you, because I want to be a part of Florida, but I don't want to be betting that money line at that price. Kind of considering the reg line at -105. I don't think that's that bad of a price, but again, I worry that we're going to get goalied here, right? Like that's the worry, right? So, typically if it was any other situation, like I would probably even be considering Florida puck line, just because this feels like a bounce back spot, like a nice 3-1, 4-2 type of game, but I just don't know if they're going to score 4 goals on Swayman. He looked dominant, and they looked really bad in that third period. So I'm hoping that they have their legs this game. I thought they had plenty of chances in that first period. They were all over them for a nice stretch, like the first 8 minutes or so.
And even into the second period, I thought they looked great for the most part.
Yeah. I mean, just Lundell had like a prime opportunity in the first 5 minutes or something like that. And I mean, that changes the course of the game. If they score that goal there, it's way different. So I don't know. I think one I'm gonna probably consider is Florida to score in the first period, like live. It's minus 150 right now, so I don't want to bet it right now, but 5 minutes pass, you're probably gonna get plus money there. So I'll probably look at that. And I like Swayman saves too. It's 30.5. So it's almost like a hedge type of bet, I feel like, because if we do get goalied, I don't see a case where he makes 27 saves. So
no, I mean, all we're doing is sitting here talking about shots, so why not?
Yeah. No, it feels like the script is Florida's still going to put up their 35 shots, and in terms of the winner of the contest, just Boston just goalie the shit out of Florida. Bobrovsky didn't look fantastic in game one. He was good in the first series, but we'll see if he rebounds here. So yeah, and then Lindholm block shots at 1.5. He had 6 in the first game here. I think that trend continues. But yeah, in terms of a side or a total here, I'm staying off completely. Total's at 5.5, which is interesting as well. And it's juiced to the under here. So I think they're expecting another low scoring game where Swayman plays well, from what it seems like.
I feel like this is one of those situations where we do see goals, though. Like, as much as we're talking about Swayman having a great game, there is that case that it could happen.
Yeah,
it could just as well be like a 4-3 type of game too. It feels like these early games in these series have been high scoring. So if Florida can get like 2 in the first or early into the second, I think this could be an over type of game.
Yeah. I think there's also an untapped market in Boston third and fourth liners to score. Just pick your random guy at this point, because they continue just to get depth scoring from God knows who, it feels like, every game. So just
you don't even have to, though, because you can take Morgan Geekie at like plus 135 for a point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, Zaka is still great price wise. Yeah. It's not like you even need to worry about going too deep down those lines, because I mean, they really only have 3 top 6 forwards, or what we would consider top 6 forward.
Yeah, you get your Charlie Coyle point at plus 115, Geekie's at plus 130, Zaka's even money, Trent Frederick plus 170. Yeah, you're right. So it's just, you could even just take their point at that rate.
That's like top guy's goal prop money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, it's like Reinhardt goal is that.
Yeah. Or Morgan Geekie point.
Yeah, Pasta goal at 130, or do you want Geeky points? So pretty much I don't think both are bad bets either, to be honest.
No.
All right. Any other thoughts on this one here?
No.
No.
Do you have faith in Florida if they go down 2-0?
Yes.
But Bob Brodsky has to sharpen up a little bit, because game one was kind of his classic stinker. And he even had that a little bit in that Tampa game, even though that was more of a power play issue. But hopefully this is behind him. Maybe the extra days off or factor in that. And I hope a big pushback from the Panthers tonight. And this is the type of series you want to go to game 7.
Oh,
I think it will. I think it will.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Florida, like, I still like Florida with the advantage, because I just think they're going to continue laying the body every chance they get. Like they as bad as they looked at times that game, they still, every chance they had, they threw hits. So that just starts to wear on you more and more throughout the series. I actually kind of want to know, have you guys looked at in-series lines?
I was just going to say, if you like Florida to kind of come back here, they're minus 110 to win the series.
That might be the best way to go. Like, just instead of betting Florida money line tonight or anything like that, just grab that and let it ride. I like that a lot, because even if they do lose this game, I like we said, I still think they can win the series.
Get them at minus 110 pretty much for the next 6 games. Yeah, it's not bad. All right, next game up, we got the first game between the Oilers and Canucks here. Edmonton took down the Kings. Vancouver defeated Nashville. Edmonton's the road favorite in this one, minus 135. I know, Franco, we talked about this. We're both on Edmonton here. I think Edmonton wins this series overall and the first game. But Betsky, what are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, this is going to be interesting, because this is going to be really a giant test for Silvos. Is it Silvos or Slivos?
We're trying to figure out.
I think it's Shilovs.
I'm just gonna stick with Silvos.
Yeah.
But it's one thing to put up that type of performance against Nashville, but this is a whole different animal here. And
Yeah.
if they think they're going to win by kind of trapping and blocking everything that comes through and taking down what was a game of, let's just say 38 shot attempts down to 24 shots or so, and they got another thing coming because they're about to get a whirlwind of
an
offense and team that plays very differently than Nashville.
He's never faced more than 30 shots in that first round. Nashville never put up more than 30
That's
on him.
wild.
And
yeah,
like I said, you're going to find out within the first 10 minutes if Edmonton comes out flying here. It could be a long series for the Canucks, especially in goaltending, if he's looking at 35, 40 a night.
Yep. And if that third line with Dakota and Garland and even some of the bigger defensemen like Zadorov and Tyler Myers start to throw the body a little bit too much, and balls don't go their way, and they have to face the Edmonton power play too much. Oh, man. Now can Pocket out coach the Oilers?
Yeah. No.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. I don't think so. Betsky, do you have any plays in this one though for tonight?
I haven't really gotten too far here. The only thing that I highlighted on my sheets was Tyler Myers' block shot that would be willing to take as a straight here. Yeah. I'm also thinking that Elias Pettersson point, I think it's minus 140, but maybe just parlay it with the McDavid assist or something to get it to plus money,
Yeah. The over is at 6-2, which I don't hate either in this one. I think this is going to be kind of a tone setter. You have Stuart Skinner and Silvos and net, so it's not exactly like we're really going to get goalied on either situation.
Yeah, but just the way that Vancouver's just kind of turtling for the goaltender right now, and it's the only thing that worries me is that it just becomes a possession game or a game of keep away. But
can they do that versus Edmonton?
It's hard, man. To do it for a full game is going to be difficult.
Yeah. No, I would agree. Franco, do you have any looks in this one?
Yeah, I said it before when we were talking before the show. Like I think early on we're going to know what we're going to get out of this game. I do want to bet that live or bet that over now at 6. I like that number. You get that push protection.
Why not even wait to do it live after the first 5 minutes if there's not a goal, which there hasn't been in most games.
You can get I might do like a half unit on it now just to like protect myself just in case some crazy happens, because I think it's going to be each team is going to try to do what they want early on, right? Like Edmonton's going to try to come out flying, and then Vancouver's going to try to shut it down like they did against Nashville, and we're going to find out pretty quickly like what's going to work. So there could be that situation where Edmonton gets one in a minute in and you're like, shit, I missed out on that. So if that works, and I saw that Henrique's out, right? So I was hoping that they wouldn't move Draisaitl up, and they ended up not doing that, which is good, because I think that Vancouver's pretty good at shutting down at least one line. So keeping them apart is going to be pretty crucial, at least for these road games. I hope that Knobloch stays with that and doesn't get too, scared and put them together. Just, there can be points during the game where you do it, I guess, but keep them separated, roll the two big dog lines out. They can't stop both of them, and that's going to be your big advantage. But I'm looking at Janmark goal because he's on the top line. Like, you have to sprinkle that. It's like plus 550.
Oh, wow.
That's just out of principle. You just got to do it. It doesn't matter.
I was hoping they'd offer us a point, but that's
yeah. I'm still hopeful. I mean, we got 3 hours.
3 hours, yeah.
Sometimes those sneak in, so keep refreshing up until lock. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna bet that. I kind of want to bet Draisaitl 2 points. It was a prop I looked at a lot in that first series, and I kind of really didn't bet it enough, I feel like. And again, you're getting plus money, and I know McDavid was like the obvious choice for the 2 point prop, but he's up at -140 right now, -145. So it's not really anywhere I really want to be with him. The other thing too is like, are we going to get a lot of penalties called? I was looking at the refs; they don't really stand out as far as being high penalty calling referees. So you never know, though. If this gets physical, Vancouver wants to play physical, tight checking hockey, and if Edmonton has their legs early, you can see some of those tripping penalties and just lazy penalties and stuff like that, especially with the long layoff. That's a big advantage, Edmonton, obviously.
Yeah.
If they do what Carolina keeps doing right now, like I mean, that's what's killing Carolina against the Rangers. So this series can shift really quickly if that's the case.
Yeah. Tweeted out last night. I was like, it's a bold strategy for Carolina just to keep giving the Rangers power play opportunities.
You can't
it's just
do
so
it,
dumb.
man.
No,
it's just you got to play better. You got to skate. Like it seems like they're not skating. Not to get off of this game, but if that happens to you against this team, you're done. Like they move too fast and they draw penalties like crazy. So, but yeah, I mean the only play I've locked in so far is the Oilers money line. I got -130 earlier this week, and I'm probably gonna grab that over. And I guess I'm gonna roll with that Draisaitl 2 points. So that's probably where I'm at. I think I'll probably hold off there, watch it live, see how they look. If Edmonton is flying and they look good and they're getting chances, and I'll probably add on that over live or something. I don't know what it'll be. I'm probably gonna look to add live in some sort of capacity in this game.
Yeah, no, I would agree for sure. And I mean, the two shot props on Edmonton side that stand out are going to be Draisaitl and Kane, but they're on that second line together. So that's almost a pick your poison. Where does Draisaitl come out and put up 5 tonight, or does Kane kind of control the boards and just start firing again like he did in the first round? So I don't really have a thought on that one. I'm just going to stay with the Oilers money line in this one at 130. I think that's a fair price, and I do think they win this game. We saw the Kings try to do their 1-3-1, trap them in that neutral zone, and it just didn't stand a chance. Worked one game maybe, but even in that one too, the Kings still just put up 5 on them.
It's tough, and I mean we saw it from Colorado last night too. Like even if you do get up, these teams are just so fast that like you can't sit back.
No,
and I think that's going to be the biggest struggle for Vancouver because they really struggle to score. Like. Can Vancouver score 4 goals? I think that's where that's how they're going to have to win some of these games. I don't really feel confident in that. I think they can score 3 in a game, but that's what killed Dallas. They scored 3 goals in the first period and they didn't score again. You can't do that against teams like this. They can come right back at you in a blink of an eye, and it's a problem. I'm also noticing Besser point is -145. I know that's like pretty high on the juice level, but I kind of like that. Like if I'm going to bet a Vancouver prop at -145 for his point, he's been awesome so far in the playoffs. That seems like a pretty nice price.
No, I would agree with that. I think that's kind of the way you'd go to Vancouver, or you kind of look at their block shots. And we'd mentioned Myers before, but some of those markets just aren't even bettable at this rate.
Yeah, I mean the problem with the block shots is like a lot of guys are 1.5, -180, -190. Then you got parlay, and then you lose one of the legs or something. So
yeah, exactly.
I think a strategy there is just if you can do alts on Bet365, you just alt somebody up and just go for that plus money and hope for the best. Hope you get six blocks like you did from Lindholm the other day.
Yeah, Myers is at 2.5 tonight at +130. So I guess if you're looking kind of on that side, you got Ian Cole at -188 for over 1.5. That's pretty much it. So, all right. Any other thoughts on these 2 games tonight here?
No, I'm excited for these ones. It seems like Edmonton and Vancouver haven't played in forever, so I'm kind of excited for that series to finally kick off. It's stupid NHL scheduling as usual. With the Rangers are going to be going to game 3 in a day, and the series is just kicking off. So
yeah,
silly.
This series has been entertaining on hockey Twitter in terms of the rival fan bases and the hatred for each other. So that's at least. But you're right. This series felt like should have started at least maybe yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. Do you want to put together a parlay real quick here, and we'll add Betsky's third leg when he hops back on?
Sure.
All right. In that first game, I'm just going with Kachuk, just over 3.5 here. I think it's just a safe play here in terms of kind of what we talked about before, of avoiding a side and just kind of banking on Florida to continue shooting here.
I like that. I like that a lot. That seems like a great leg. Plus he's minus 140, so it's a good way to get the juice down if we parlay it.
Like I said, at that price too, I don't mind it straight. Given the shot attempts, given his history, given how we think this game's going to go at 140, fair price that I'm willing to bet for sure.
As far as I'm trying to see here, what the value is going to be here on this Edmonton game, because I mean I'm thinking about McDavid 2 points, but I don't know if I want to go there. I wish you can get McDavid assist, but even that's 2.
Just take it at 1. You're saying, yeah.
1 assist would have been nice. What about? I mean, I'm going to go a little juicy here, but let's do Oilers team total over 2.5.
All right, I like that.
I think they can get 3, regardless of what the outcome is going to be. I think you got a rookie goaltender. Now you're playing against the big team. It's not going to be easy.
Yep. And then did Betsky give out a pick here, or what did he say in the first game? He said Kachuk.
Yeah, he liked
right?
Kachuk. Yeah.
All right, so you get the Oilers 2.5. All right, so we'll add a third leg then. We'll give Betsky Kachuk. So we have the Oilers at 2.5 minus 210 here. And then why don't we just do Reinhardt as well?
Yeah. That'll bump it
Reinhardt.
nice.
Yeah. Reinhardt, Kachuk, shots on goal.
I know it was 2.5.
It's 3.5. Yeah, it's plus 387.
It's pretty good.
Yep. So Kachuk 3.5, Reinhardt 3.5, and Edmonton Oilers team total over 2.5 plus 387.
Nice. All right.
And that way, if this game does go to overtime, you still have that opportunity on DK.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. I will. I'll tweet that out then. Any closing thoughts before we wrap up here?
No, let's get some damn good hockey, and let's get some series that last more than like 4 or 5 games. How about that?
I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, it sucks this at 10:30 start time on the East Coast too. It's draining.
It's killing me, man. Like, because I want to watch the games, because you just get so much more by watching them than try and look at the box score the next day. And it's like, I find myself fall asleep and then waking up and it's like, oh shit, 10 minutes passed.
Even try to watch the 7-minute recap too on like NHL.com or something if you fall asleep after the first. But yeah, it's certainly a grind. It's not for the faint of heart, but it's playoff hockey. You know, at least they're good games too.
Hell yeah. They've been awesome. So,
all right, I think that wraps up today's show here. Franco, you want to shout out your socials?
Yeah, Franco the Banker on Twitter.
Awesome. As always, you can find me on Twitter at Gator Betting and our podcast at Expected Bets 4. Be sure to give Betsky a follow as well at Gretzky's Betskys, who just had to drop off. But we appreciate everyone for tuning in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
See you guys.